The chapter opens a few hours before the events of the last chapter. We see York chatting with the Seraphim. She learns that the world government isn't just after Stella, but wants to erase her too. She announces her counterplan saying, "I need you guys to deal with anyone who gets in the way." Taking advantage of the fact that the Frontier Dome is closed, she commands the 4 Seraphim to eliminate everyone except for herself, the Stella, and their hostages in the basement. The 4 Seraphim nod obediently. She predicts that when the Seraphim begin to attack, the others will search for a culprit and wonder who gave the order. She admits, "I'm not strong enough. So if they find out, I won't stand a chance against the other members." She leans down and smiles affectionately at S-Snake, who will assist in her subterfuge. York orders S-Snake to petrify her as though she had let her guard down. She orders, "Undo the petrification when no one is around." S-Snake gives her a small thumbs up. York adds that inside the lab, she will point out the places she doesn't want S-Snake to destroy. As though setting off a starter pistol, she cheerfully commands, "All right, now start the hunt." Elsewhere on the island, everyone prepares to board ships following Sentomaru's orders. Sentomaru deploys the Seraphim to protect them during the evacuation process. Unbeknownst to the civilians and workers, a large ship waving the flag of the Blackbeard Pirates approaches the shore. In the Warland Elbaf of the New World, the pirates loyal to Shanks growl a warning to the kid pirates. They yell, "If you're here for our chief red-haired Shanks, you'd have to go through us first." We see close-ups of famous pirates threatening Kid, including Puddle Pirates Captain Ballfingers Gerotany, Social Club Captain Dentures Fugger, and Princess of the Bourgeois Pirates Shivering Pururu. Eustace Kid is unconvinced by the display of pirates standing before him and wonders, "Hey, is this a joke? Are they really the fleets of the Red Hair?" Killer reminds the incredulous Kid that there are several big names in the fleet and they should not let their guard down. Kid assures his first mate that fodder or not, he never holds back in battle. Shanks, on the other hand, commands the other pirates to clear out their ships. The captains are confused by his orders and ask what he means, assuring him that they'll protect him. He replies, "Okay, I'm glad to hear that," but insists that they retreat. The pirates' voices wobble as they cry that Shanks is leaving too soon. He replies that it was only meant to be a quick stop and that he has to handle this hotshot now. The pirates reveal that despite their fierce reputation, the subordinates of the Red Hair Pirates are very weak. They laugh, admitting that they need Shanks and his crew to protect them, saying, "Thanks to you, we have survived and are protected by your flag." They cheer for him as he boards his ship. On the deck, his crew is already preparing to set sail. Lucky Roo confidently declares to Shank that they'll take care of it. Shank replies that they're dealing with a 3 billion bounty and that they shouldn't be underestimated. He inquires if their wounds from Wano country have fully healed yet. Yassop answers that Kid looks fine and is itching for a fight. Shank grins and says in that case, that's fine. He asks for any updates on the Blackbeard Pirates and is told that there aren't any except that he's left Hachinosu, Pirate Island. Shanks remarks that he was sure he would surface in Wano. Yassop tosses him papers saying they do have intel on Captain Kid. Shank reads aloud, "So he's from South Blue. Looks like he's quite the troublemaker." Meanwhile, Kid is also researching his enemies. He asks Killer how many ships they have. Killer counts 9 altogether, saying that he recognizes several faces from bounty posters he's seen before. Kid confidently declares it doesn't matter who they're up against, exclaiming, "I'll annihilate all of you in 10 seconds. He forms a railgun to launch damned punk at the fleet. Shanks, using his color of observation hockey, anticipates the damage to come and commands the fleet to spread out. He orders Dorry and Brogy to give him cover from behind while he approaches Kid's ship. We see a gun attack laying waste to their ships. First Mate Beckman guesses that Shanks has foreseen something terrible. We see more clouds of destruction as Shanks grits his teeth in determination. He approaches Victoria Punk, catching Kid off guard. He unleashes his divine departure attack. Kid's railgun is shattered, and an enormous explosion blasts out over the water, throwing Kid to the ground as he coughs up blood. The Kid pirates scream out, "Captain!" Bodies hurtle through the air as Shanks lands on Kid's ship with an ominous shadow on his face. The Kid pirates' voices shake as they realize their captain isn't moving, and even Killer was caught trying to cover for him. They immediately forfeit and beg Shanks not to kill Kid, giving him their road poneglyph rubbings to appease him. Shanks' crew calls him and he ignores the Kid pirates jumping from the ship. The confused Kid pirates cry out, "Look! Something's on that island!" We see Dorry and Brogy performing the combined attack, Hakoku Sovereignty yelling, "If you point a loaded gun at someone's hometown, be prepared to suffer the same fate, okay?" The shockwaves tear through Victoria Punk. As the Kid Pirates fall into the sea, the chapter ends with the narration, "In Elbaf, the New World, the Kid Pirates, spearheaded by the 3 billion berry bounty man, Eustace Captain Kidd, were utterly destroyed."